Okay, so here's my solar array I've got here. Really don't have a whole lot invested so far, yet still get quite a bit of use out of it. This last panel on the end was a present from a friend, had it sitting in his garage. These middle ones here are some Harbor Freight panels that I've had for years. Can't even remember when I bought those. These I bought a couple years ago. It came in a set of 3 from Harbor Freight, like these ones did. These are the newer model. But the third panel stopped working, so I've taken that out of the system. These are about 15 watts each. Here's the panel I bought on Amazon for $114 with free shipping. This one's polycrystalline instead of monocrystalline like the other ones. And it's also 100 watts. It takes up about the same amount of space as 3 of the Harbor Freight ones. Cool thing about the Harbor Freight ones, you don't get a lot of wattage for your money, but they do come with a pretty useful charge controller, which I will be showing you in a minute. Especially with these older monocrystalline solar panels, keeping them clean is a must. You'll see the panels here are dirty and are definitely cutting down on charge production. These ones here I've cleaned already. So anytime it's dusty or after it rains, I like to clean my solar panels every few days for maximum performance. So here's a little platform I've got built. Fake rock. And inside, I've got my charge controller, batteries, and inverter. This here is the Renogy charge controller. Let me get my shadow out of the way here. Here's the Renogy charge controller that came with the 4-panel solar system that I ended up using on my mom's house and using a different charge controller for. This is a small Renogy charge controller that came with a single Renogy 100 watt solar panel. Those are up on my roof. I'll show you some picture of those later for my mom's house. And those run into a grid tie. This, however, these all run in parallel. All the solar panels run parallel into this charge controller, all the old ones below, and then run into this battery. And then the 100 watt, and I can do up to 5 of those with this one here, runs into this battery, and then this does the charging there. I've got 2 batteries here hooked in parallel so that you'll have the shared amperage and amp hours of the batteries. I'm concerned that maybe one of them is bad because I don't seem to be holding a good charge at night. So I'm going to test those later and I'll show you how I do that. In the charge box down below, I have some Romex running 12 volts up here, and I have an extension cord running 120 volt AC out of the inverter into the plug bank below. To the left there, you'll see it was $10. It makes a lot of noise, but it's a 12 volt, 100 watt, supposedly, amplifier to these speakers here so that you can plug your cell phone in and play music. That way, this is what I was talking about with the this is an older Harbor Freight charge controller. It's got different voltage plugs on the front, which are great. It's got a cigarette lighter port that I've plugged in on high amperage. Cell phone charger too, so that I can charge cell phones there. It's already got a built-in USB. I use that to charge things like speakers. It's got the 9 volt output, which I can then charge the walkie-talkie with and leave that walkie-talkie on all the time so that I can always hear if someone's calling from elsewhere on the property.